Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will talk about programming in C. Myself, I'm a C# programmer or working a lot in C# I should say. So I'm using Visual Studio nowadays 19 and 22, that is 2019-2022. If I would like to do C programming, I know there are a couple of nice IDEs. As you can see, Visual Studio comes up first here, but then you have QLite, CodeLite and Code Blocks and a number. You have even Turbo C out there as well that is not mentioned here. But my thought was that it would be nice to be able to do that from Visual Studio directly. So how do I go about this? It's not really obvious what to do. If I fire up Visual Studio and the installer, there you go. Because if you are like me in this case, we do modify here when the installer pops up. If you are like me, you do a C# programming, then you probably just have .NET desktop development installed here. I don't touch ASP or Azure or whatever that could be. But what we need in this case is actually desktop development for C++. That's to do the trick, but you will require some space here. It's a 7 GB and it will take a while to install. So I will go ahead and do that now. Modify. And this will take some time. So I will pause the video now. I'm coming back when we're finishing up here. So there you go. That took me almost 15 minutes to have that installed here. Now I'm on a VM, so that makes it a little bit slower, of course. But yeah, okay. Now we have it in place at least. Let's go in and do modify here and take a look what's installed here. Everything should be there as we expected, or as we expect. And here you can see we have a .NET desktop, and we have also desktop development for this with the C++ in this case. So everything seems to be okay. So what we need, or what you can do now, is to fire up Visual Studio 2022. And here we have now almost a blank. I done some C# here earlier, but it's very blank in the sense of having C++ here. So we create a new project, and here we have a ++ empty project. That's the one I would like to find out. And you can't find this if you have C# installed or the desktop development for .NET. You have to have plus or C++ installed to be able to have this empty project. So we click next and we just do test project. We can do one just for the sake of it. I leave the location as is. I add app here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We click create. This may take a little while. No, it went pretty fast here. So here you can see now what's going on. Again, if you are looking at my other videos here, you will see when I'm talking about Visual Studio 2022 that the app config doesn't show up. Same here, but we don't need that app config this time. What we would like to do here now is to add a source file. So we do add a new item, and here you can find a C++ file, CPP as it is in this case. We do test project 1. And here comes a trick now. We remove a CPP and just have a .c instead as a file extension. That's the thing here. Now when we have everything up and running, you can see we have a source file, test project 1.c. What I will do now is to paste some code in to verify that actually everything works as it should. There you go, and you probably recognize all this, but at least we can verify that this solution is up and running properly. We can remove this comment here. There's no need because this is such a simple program. So if we can have a look here, we have include stdio.h as a header file, and then we have the main procedure or function in this where we print out hello world. and then we return 0, and that's pretty much it. So if we try to run this one now, we click on local window debugger here and see what happens, and here you can see it comes up hello world as we expected, so to speak, but that also shows that this solution works. So now when you know how to use Visual Studio 2022 for your C programs, it brings other advantages as well, because you are familiar in this environment. You can actually add app config where you can have connection strings, etc., and call them in from C as well. That's perfectly okay, and I will show that in another video. But at least you can see that this works here now. So what we actually did, to summarize a little bit, is that we installed C++ as well for desktop development. That takes some time, but it's worth the time used, so to speak. Else if you don't do it, you can't do this. And then we just do here, we do on the project name, you right click, you do add a new item, and then you will see that we have a C++ file here. That is exactly what we needed, and then we just renamed that file extension to .c instead of .cpp. And that's pretty much it. So I hope this will help you in your new adventure using C in Visual Studio 2022. I haven't tested this in 2019, but I would be very surprised if it shouldn't be anything very similar to what we just have done here, so to speak. All right, thank you very much, and see you in another video.